Hey guys, I'm back and today I'm going to be doing the third update to my Pan Those Eyeshadows series here on YouTube. If you're new here, I will link the playlist that I've made for this project down below. And yeah, I'm really excited for the progress that I have on these eyeshadows. It's pretty late at night. I just finished a day of work, touched up my makeup, and now I'm ready to talk about some eyeshadow. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it. First up, we have my Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1 palette. I have two shades from this palette rolled in. Let's start with Ritual Matte. Here's what it was looking like last month. Prior to my last update, I had used it 13 times, and in the past month, I have used it an additional 3 times, and here's what it's looking like. I honestly don't know if I've used it more than those 3 times. I was not doing a great job at marking this, to be honest, but I used it at least 3 times. I don't really even know if I see any difference on it. It kind of looks the exact same to me, but we're gonna keep doing it. We're gonna keep moving forward with this shade. Then the next shade in this palette is Aura Glitter. Here's what Aura Glitter was looking like last month when I used it 3 times. I used an additional 2 times since my last update, and here's what it was looking like today. And we have Pan, so I'm very excited about that. It's kind of hard to see because of the shade of glitter, but that's a good one. We have a pan in that one, which means we can finally roll it out and roll something new in. So I only have Ritual Matte left in this project. The next shade that's been in the project since the beginning is Pearl from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. Here's what Pearl was looking like last month when I had used it 11 times, and I've used it an additional 7 times since my last update for a total of 18 uses, and here is what it is looking like today. Another pan. I was honestly super busy this past month, which was great for this project because I have a lot of champagnes, so I was able to really just like use this on the lid. Quick, easy look. It's hard to see the pan in here, but I think I got a good video of it in the close-ups, so you will be able to see that. And yeah, happy to have another pan in this palette since I only had one before then. Then a palette that's been in this project for 2 months is Moon Dust from my Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette. Here's what it was looking like last month at 6 uses, and I've used it an additional 6 times since then. And here's what it's looking like this month. We have another pan. Very excited. This was a very successful month for me, mostly just because things were so hectic that almost like at least 4 out of 5 work days, I was just taking one of these shades all over the lid. Just a champagne all over the lid, maybe a brown on my lower lash line, and then a gloss, a bright lip, just something. And so I was really able to use a lot of this, and I'm really excited to see another pan in my collection. And that means we're going to be rolling in, that's my 3rd shade that we're going to need to reselect for. And the last shade was rolled in last month, and it's the shade C310. C317 from my Morphe Madison Beer Channel Surfing palette. Here's what it was looking like last month. I've used it 1 time since then, and here is what it is looking like this month. Not really much of a difference, but this is a really, really beautiful shade. Very nice and glittery. That is C137. So 137? 137. I don't really understand like whatever these shades mean, because I'm guessing it was named by Madison Beer, the different shades. So it's a beautiful shade, and I just need to start focusing on it now that I've rolled out the other champagnes in this project. So here are the 3 shades that are being rolled out. We have Glitter Aura from Tati Beauty, Anastasia Beverly Hills Pearl, and Huda Beauty Moon Dust. And then this is what's left over of our color story. We have Ritual Matte from Tati Beauty, and C137 from Morphe. So I'm very excited to pull out my graphing calculator and select 3 new shades. So I have a total of 277 eyeshadows in my collection that don't have pan on them. And for the rest of this project, I will be excluding my Tati Beauty palette because that's my pan that palette for this year. So I have 256 eligible eyeshadows, and let's select 3. We've got 130, 195, and 155. This is an interesting group. I'm gonna go grab those palettes and I will be right back. Okay, so I've collected the shades. Number 130 is from my Laura Geller Rosy and Rustic eyeshadow palette, and it's this shade Seashell, which is this one right here. It's a very pale, like kind of creamish brown color. Like it could be like a very light crease shade, or it could honestly be used to like set an eyeshadow primer for a lot of people. I find these kinds of colors pretty easy to wear, so I don't think this will be hard to use. It's just honestly a little boring, so we're gonna move past that. Then number 195 is from my Anastasia Beverly Hills Sultry palette. It's making another comeback. This happens a lot. I feel like I'll have like last month I rolled out a shade from my Morphe Madison Beer palette, and then I rolled in a new shade from it. I don't know what's up with my graphing calculator. It just likes the same numbers. I chose the shade Ember, or 195 is the shade Ember, which is this one, which is one of my favorite shades. It also kind of corresponds to a cream eyeshadow that I'm currently painting in my 25 and 2025 project pan. So I'm kind of curious to see how I could layer these. This is a really beautiful color. I think it's just like one of the prettiest eyeshadows I own. I think it might be my favorite shade from this palette. I don't know, that's hard because I really love Cinder and Teak as well. Not the point. I'm going to definitely enjoy playing with this one. And then 155 is from my Dior Backstage Eye palette in the shade Warm Neutrals, and I rolled in Matte Charcoal, which is this one. It's a deep matte grayish brown. So, you know, not at all similar to the deep matte brown that we already have rolled into this project. This is what I love this shade, but this color story is honestly kind of boring. So we'll see. I got through a lot of those champagnes a lot quicker than I thought I was going to because I've been into quick makeup the past few weeks. So maybe I'll be able to keep that momentum going and start using this brown as a liner a little more often. C137 is a good lid shade. That's a good crease shade. And then once I hit pan on Ritual, then I can move to Charcoal. Although Charcoal is definitely a much cooler brown. So maybe I'll find a different use for that. So maybe these 3 can be kind of the everyday shades, and these 2 can be the for fun weekend glam shades. We'll see. I'm very excited to have 3 new shades rolled in this year. My goal had been like a pan a month, and we are definitely reaching that. It's March and we have 4 new pans, so I'm happy about that, and I'm really hoping to see a pan on Ritual next month. That's my main goal out of everything. I'd like to use everything at least a little bit, but I want pan on Ritual so I don't have to keep showing you this matte brown that's had a dip that looks the exact same as when I rolled it in every month. So Ritual is the number 1 goal, and then everything else, I just want to have fun. So that is everything that I have for today's update. If you are new here, please stick around. I've got lots of project painting content that I organize into playlists, and then I link them in the description box for your viewing pleasure. And most of all, I hope you are having an incredible, awesome day wherever you are, and that I get to see you in a future video. Thanks, guys.